Welcome. This video will be describing how to do the wall kick or wall spring maneuver in Apex Legends. I'm not the one who discovered this technique. I saw a video of it on the Apex Legends subreddit. However, it didn't explain the skill in too much depth and only had subtitles to describe it. My goal is to break it down further and give some tips for accomplishing the kick. I will also briefly cover air strafing, as I find it is somewhat similar and a useful tool on its own. I personally play on PC, so the explanation will be geared towards PC controls, but fear not, the principles can be applied on console as well. Wall kicking is a high-level and difficult-to-achieve maneuver, but can help you cover large gaps while retaining momentum, and in some cases, will allow the player to get on top of obstacles without the use of the game's climb or clamber animations. The wall kick or spring takes a lot of practice to do, so I recommend spending some time in training mode, or you can practice it during a slow, early, or mid-game. Okay, quickly I'm going to cover just the very basics of air strafing before talking about doing the wall kick. To air strafe, you simply, with enough speed and momentum, let go of your forward movement in mid-air and move sideways instead. Combo this with a smooth look and slide to obtain momentum. Air strafing allows you to slightly alter your course and direction mid-air without losing your built-up momentum. From a normal sprint, slide, jump, you can change course roughly less than 90 degrees, but with more air time, that degree is higher. Knowing how to air strafe isn't a must for wall kicking, but it makes it easier to understand, and it is a very useful mobility tool on its own. In essence, the wall kick is similar to this video, albeit without kicking your opponent, unless the stars somehow align and an enemy is near you when you spring off the wall and manage to melee them, of course. Alright, this is essentially how exactly to do the wall kick. First, you want to build up speed with a sprint. Slide and jump as early as about a second after your slide. In midair, turn towards the wall you want to spring off of. As soon as you're close enough to the wall, or kinda hit the wall, which is something that takes a lot of trial and error to know exactly when the timing is, you'll want to hit your jump button again to spring off of the wall. After your spring, look back at your original or even your new destination. And remember, before hitting the ground, you want to slide so that you can further maintain your momentum and cover even a greater distance. Some tips and things I've noticed that affect whether a wall spring is successful is your speed, height of the wall, how close you are to the wall, the terrain around you, when in the process you look, and when you jump off the wall, are just to mention a few. With all of these mechanics and movements in play, I'm sure you can imagine why it is difficult to accomplish this successfully. You can't really do this uphill since you won't have the speed or momentum required from your sprint or your slide to successfully accomplish the wall kick. Trust me, it's hard enough as it is on a flat surface or even moving downhill. In my experience, the wall you intend to kick or spring off of needs to be about head height at a minimum. You have to be surprisingly close to the wall. You can't jump perpendicular to a wall and expect to successfully kick or spring off of it. As far as the specific timing of when you look towards the wall to spring off of it, I've noticed looking at it too early into the maneuver is unsuccessful. Rather, it almost seems like you have to look slightly behind you to successfully spring off the wall while retaining your momentum. There's an important audio cue that sounds like a melee if you jump from the wall at the correct time. If you start to see the climbing animation, you won't be able to successfully kick or spring off the wall with your momentum. You will either be forced to climb up the wall or simply drop. Don't stress too much if it takes a long time before you can do this maneuver reliably. I still can't pull it off 100% of the time. Continue practicing whenever you can. If this video has helped you, or if you know of an easier way to do the wall kick, please leave a comment to let me and others know. Good luck, and I hope to see you guys in the ring.